Rose City Stitcher, coming to you with a long overdue video. Last video I did was back in March, so I've got all of April to show you and May Stitch Mania projects, and of course a pretty good bit of haul since I've gone 2 months, so not a whole lot, but some nice things to see. I'll show that at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick health update. Everything is fine. Of course, I had my surgery back in March over our spring break and had my gallbladder out. Everything is going great. So great news on that. I haven't had any other complications or problems since then. I'm totally back to normal. Thank you everyone for the well wishes. I really appreciated that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I do have a lot to show you. First thing I'm going to show you are 2 finishes, and I am going to apologize for the light. Texas, it has been raining every day and it's just been gloomy, and I didn't want to wait any longer doing the video, so I've kind of got a light above me. I'm hoping that that's going to give you a little bit more light, so I do apologize for the fabric's probably not going to show up very well because of not having a lot of sunlight. Okay, so let me show you my 2 finishes. I had told you in March that I was working on Sweet Spring by Satsuma. A straight, and I did in fact finish that. Again, this is not showing up. It's looking brown when it's really a bright green. Yeah, it's just not showing up very well. But anyway, I finished that. Really happy with that. I did change some colors in it, but so that's all done. And then the other one was actually a Stitch Mania start that I actually started and finished, and it's this one here called Hot Cocoa, and this was done on a 28 count cocoa cashel linen, I believe. So I'm happy with that one. So those are my 2 little finishes. I do have a lot of mini finishes though that I'm real happy about, but those are the only 2 that I completely finished. So let me go ahead and show you what I did in April. Sorry for the noise. The first one that I worked on, and I worked on this in April and May, so there's a lot of progress on this, and this is Lizzie Kate's Living with Charm. Go. And I'm halfway finished with it. So I'll show you that. All the way there. So I'm changing it up, doing my own colors because the fabric I have is a little bit different than theirs, so I had to change some colors. I'm using all hand-dyed floss for the most part, just using whatever I like. That's turning out real good. I plan on doing 1 block a month, and if I do that, then I'll be finished with this in December. So this will be a finish for the year. So that's Living with Charm. And then next I did a new start. I started a soda stitch, and it's this one called Ice Cats. I do apologize for the glare on my glasses. There's not a whole lot I can do about it with this light up here. I'm sorry. And there's what I've got done on that, and that's actually is pretty much what the color of the fabric is. It's kind of a baby blue. So finished one of the cats. Just love this. So cute. And again, I plan on doing, one of these little cats each month, and so then I'll be finished without any problem by the end of the year. So this is another one I hope to have done for the end of the year. And then the next one, and this is one of my Year of Whips. You've seen a lot of this one. This is Mason Jar Lineup. And I'm happy to say I've got all of this finished except for the back stitching. I've been working on this one a lot. So there it is. Like I said, all I have to do is back stitching, and I have done some back stitching as I go. I had done some, so it's not completely real happy with how that turned out. And I might put some beads on some of these. This one right here, this little one up in here is French knots, and I think I'm going to put some beads in there instead. I think that'll help make it pop a little bit. So that's my mason jar lineup. Super pleased with that, so I should finish that one for my Euro whips without any trouble. And then the next one I worked on was Halloween with a Y by Blue Ribbon Designs. And this is done on a gray fabric. And you can see, oh, there you go. Back it up, there it is. So happy with this. The only thing left, and I ran into a problem, major problem, and that was on this witch. I did this on 16 count, not realizing that this witch ended up having a whole lot of fractionals that I could not do on the 16 count. So I had to pull it all out because it looked awful, and I think I'm just going to have to kind of rechart that and make the eyes and mouth myself to fit on this. So that's all I have left to do, and this will be done once I figure out how to take care of that. But anyway, I really, really loved this. The variegation was awesome. I love the variegation on the gray and even the black on the bat. It turned out really good. So, loved this piece. So hopefully I'll get this one finished this month. So, yeah, I don't think I said what the date was. Today's June 5th, Monday. Next, I went back to my pumpkin passport. And I finished Russia. So I finished the whole top. Let you see, because I don't know that I've showed this in a while. So, let's see. Oops, upside down. So, there's where I am. So, I finished the top part. And again, this is another one where I'm hoping to do, if I do one block a month, I'll finally have this finished at the end of this year. So, that's kind of my plan. And then I had a new start. This was for Earth Day. That was on, oops, let me look real quick. It was in April, because we did a lot of stuff for school. Earth Day, April 22nd. So this one I started on April 22nd. And it's Lizzie Kate's Green Flip It. See that? And I absolutely love this piece. I'm doing it on chocolate milk, hand dyed by Stephanie, 32 count. And I absolutely love this fabric. The fabric is amazing. And I finished 2 blocks. There they are. And this is another one. I'm going to do 1 block each month, so it'll be finished soon. This one only has, I think, 6 blocks. But once I get going on this one, I really don't want to stop. I really enjoy the colors on this one. So, and I am doing this pretty much as charted. I did buy most of the Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts threads for it, because I really like this piece. And then I kind of finished up the month by working on another one of my Euro Whip pieces. It's the Jonah Elliott Snow, there it is, Snow Fairy. And I made a good bit of progress on this one also. And this one is on white silver, 16 count. And get it the right way. There's where I am. She's headless, but her dress is almost finished. And you can't really see the glitter very much in it, but there it is. Loving this piece. I love the blues. So this one I also am hoping to get finished maybe this summer while I'm out of school. So that's what I did in April. So then May, of course, was Stitch Mania, and I did do Blimey Cat's method. I'm if I had finished what I did last year, then I did a new start. If I hadn't, I pulled that piece out. So that's pretty much what I did. I made a few adjustments here and there. So on May 1st, I started Jim Shore's Mill Hill Kit Snowy Owl ornament. And I got a little bit done on this. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. It's stuck to that. And there's my little bit of a start. And then on the 2nd, I started Tribal Panda. And that's the one I'm working on right now. And it's on Aqua Ada, 16 count. And it's not showing up. It's, like I said, it's a lot more of an aqua than this blue. But anyway, it's going to be a panda. I've got the pattern over there, but you can kind of see that's his foot there. So, enjoying this one. I'm going to actually work on this one probably till it's finished. That's kind of been my project today. And then on the 3rd, I worked on the Halloween with a Y. And so on the 4th of May, I started my purple pansy flower angel. There she is. And doing her, this is a pink. It's not going to show up pink because it's a really, really light pink 16 count. But I put the needle minder so I'd be able to know which way it goes. It's a really tiny start. So, anxious to get back to this one. Let's see, the color was honeysuckle pink. But like I said, you can't really see. It's so very light. And the next one, I started Red Riding Hood. I actually started this one on the 6th. Just red by Bent Creek. And I've gotten a lot done on this one. I've gone back to this one a lot. And it's on a 28 count Mirage Lugana. And there's where she is. Let's see, that fabric is showing up pretty good too. So there she is. Loving this piece. And I am using the Classic Colorworks and Gentle Arts threads on this one also. That's her. I plan to finish her pretty quick too, because I'm over halfway finished her. And then on the 7th, I start from last year, Fire Goddess by Joan Elliott. Oh, and I don't have the actual picture. All I have is the pattern. Well, there. I can show it without showing the pattern. There's the black and white of it. And this is on a Mo's sale, 16 count. And I love this fabric on here. It's so gorgeous. And there's where she is. And it's even more orangey than it's showing up. So, I like this one. Anxious to get back to this one. Just love Joan Elliott's patterns. And then on the 8th, another one I had started last year. This is called Night Eyes by Dimensions. This one. And it's on black Ada. I'm not even sure which way it goes. Oh, it goes like this. And there's that one is. Not much progress made on that. Because that was on a Monday, and that was the day that we went on a field trip to the zoo. So, yeah, 21 kids at the zoo. At the end of the day, I was exhausted, pretty much fell asleep in my chair, so not much stitching going on at all. And then on the 9th, I went ahead and did the green flip it, I had done the next section on that. And on the 10th, I started hot cocoa, the finish I had. And on the 11th, I just continued working on the flip it. I was almost done with that block, the ride a bike block, so I went ahead and just continued working on that. And then on Friday the 12th, I did the block for Living with Charm, one of those. And so that brings me to the 13th. And this was for Soul Stitchers Darktober, and also this was what I had started last year on the 13th. And it's the Stark Shadows by Hindsight. And this is on a weird fabric. I don't know if this is linen or not. It's real light. So I think it might be a linen. But there's where I am. I finished the bat. So this is also one of my Year of Whips that I really think I'll be able to finish, because if you look, I finished, whoops, oh, glare. The 3, all I have left to do is the owl and the crow, and then, of course, the words. So, hope to get that one worked on. Because I work on this one on the 13th each month for Darktober. And then I started on the 14th, the Sheep Virtues. And this, I'm doing the same one that, what's her name, Yellow House Crafts is doing, with all of them on one, with the sheeps in the meadow in the middle. So I'm doing this also on that chocolate milk. So I got the outline done on the first one, and I'll show you what it's these. I've got the first 2, Hope and Love. So I'm excited to do this. This is another one where I'd like to do a block each month. So it won't be done this year, but hopefully it'll be done next year if I keep on like that. That was the 14th. And then the 15th, I didn't do any stitching at all. Like I said, more we got into May, toward the end of the school year, I was so tired with everything we had going on. And I had to move classrooms. I don't know if I'd mentioned that in my last video. They're going to use my room for a pre-K classroom. So I had to move. I've got to move to another classroom for the next school year. So I was staying and packing up things also. So as a side note, that's kind of why May I didn't get as much done. And then the 16th, 17th, and 18th, I worked on my mason jar lineup. The 19th, 20th, and 21st, I went back to red. And then after that, then I went right back to the mason jar lineup some more, because I really wanted to get that one finished. And then I worked on my hot cocoa, which I finished. And then that brings me to the end of the month. At the end of last week, I worked on my Joan Elliott Native Maiden. This one, because it's also one of my Year of Whips, which I don't think I'm going to get finished. I'm kind of disappointed because of everything that happened in January and February and losing so much stitching time. I'm not going to get my Year of Whips done like I planned, but I'm going to get as much done as I can, but I'm not going to get done as much as I thought I would. But I made a lot of progress on her. I stayed up a lot of late nights. Our last day of school was actually the 25th of May. We got out kind of early. So after that, and I rested a couple days, then I was ready to get to stitching. So I got a whole lot done on her, because when I started on her, all that was done was this part right here. And so I did the bunny and that whole top part. So, and this is on a green Moselle 16 count. I really like this color. And I have the other one, the Native Boy, that's also going to go on this same fabric. And I did see where somebody had stitched them together, which was so cool. And I wish I had seen that ahead of time, because I would have definitely done that if I'd have known about it. See, there's him. Sorry, I'm showing you the pattern. But yeah, so it would have been nice to have had those together. But I'm going to frame them, together. So that's what I worked on. So that brings me to the end of May. Like I said, I got a lot done the last 2 months. As far as June plans, I'm not really doing wine and whips so much because there's none I'm really whining about. I really love all my projects. The only whine is that they're not getting done quick enough. So I'm kind of going to go with soulful stitching. She's doing a June Madness where it's like get as many finished as you can. So I'm kind of going with that, working on as many finishes as I can. I plan to finish the Halloween with a Y for sure. And I'm going to work some more on the 2 Joan Elliott's, Native Maiden and Snow Fairy. And I like to work a lot more on the Dark Shadows. Those are some that I'm hoping that I can get done. Of course, I'll do another block of Passport, another block of the Green Flip It. So that's kind of my plan, and then maybe go back to red and finish red, and I'd like to go finish the mason jar lineup, get the back stitching done on that. So I'm hoping to get several finishes next month, or at least, you know, blocks. So that's kind of my plans for June. I have a workshop to go to June 12th through the 14th, so I won't have a lot of stitching time on those 3 days. And my dad is moving to Texas. He's been living in Arizona, and he's going to be moving to Texas next week. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll be making a trip to Houston, because that's where my sister lives, and that's where he's moving to. So I'm really anxious to see him. I haven't seen him in a couple years since I last flew out there. So real excited about that. So I'm going to go see him and hopefully check out the 2 needlework stores, because my sister lives like 3 miles from there. So I'm really excited. I've gone to 3 Stitches before, but I haven't gone to the ABC Stitch Therapy one. So I'm anxious to check that one out and go to 3 Stitches and maybe get me some fabric and some more flosses. So I'm excited about doing that later this month. So that's about all I've got now, except for my Stashquisition. So if you don't want to see those, bye. See you next time. And if you're excited to see those, I'm always happy to see haul. I love to see what everybody's buying. Of course, it's not good because it all gets put on my wish list, but I love to see it. So hopefully y'all like what I've got. So I'm going to get up there. It's over there on the table, and get that and let you see what I've bought. Like I said, it's not an awful lot, but it is for me because I've been trying not to spend quite so much. So first thing, I'll show you some fabrics. Like I said, they're probably not going to show up very well, but we'll see. This was a fabric I bought off of Stash Unload, and it's 16 count Aida called Skies. Like I said, I don't know if it'll show up. Well, not too bad. So that's what that looks like. So I really like that. Not sure what I'm going to put on it, but I'll think of something. So it smells real nice too. That's like, I love this. So I've got that. It's a 17 by 25 piece, so it's not a real big piece, but I should be able to put something on that. And then also on Stash Unload, this is the same person. I got this one. It's called Lilac. This is an 18 count Aida, 17 by 24 piece. And it's probably not going to show up because it's really light. It's a real pale lilac color. Well, you can kind of see it. So I got that piece. I'm trying to build up my fabric because every time I get ready to do a project, I'm stuck because I don't know what fabric to use, and I don't have a lot of fabric. So I'm hoping to get some more pieces. So as you can hear, things are falling down. I'll have to get up in a minute. And then I got, this is called Pumpkin Patch by Blended Needle. It's a fat eighth, 28 count Jobelin. And see, I thought about doing like a Halloween piece on that. It's a little bit more orangey than it shows up, but the dark color is right on. So I thought that was, it's not, like I said, it's not a real big piece, but I thought I might could put, you know, some like Halloween ornaments on there. So got that off the Stash Unload. And then I got my fabrics from LJ. I get the 28 count Lugana. And This was called April Showers. Everybody's probably already seen it. And I also got this is called May's Flowers. Of course, this is the May, that orange. So, and I actually got 2 of these because there was a little bit of a mix-up. So I had 2 of those. Okay, and then I got Stony Creek had done a sale last week, I guess it was, 20% off. And so I bought this. This is the Dinky Dye threads for plum pudding. And I have the pattern, so now I've got the floss for that. Still need to get the fabric. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and show you the ones that didn't fall down. This is from Stash Unload. I love these. This is the August Fruit of the Month and November Fruit of the Month. I'm trying to collect all these as I come across them. So I've gotten several. I've showed you several other ones. So I got those. And then also, on eBay. I got these on eBay. As you know, I got the purple pansy flower angel. Well, I got the other 2 that I needed. This is Blue Morning Glory and the Rose Petal Angel. So I got the other 2 in that series, so happy to get those. And then this one was kind of a spur of the moment. This was on sale at Hobby Lobby. It's called Bouquet with Cat. And this little cat looks just like our cat. That's exactly what he does when he's in the bushes hiding. He thinks we can't see him because he's hiding. So my son even was like, oh, you have to get that. It looks just like our little cat Lucky. So I'm going to probably start on this one pretty soon. And I don't know if I'll use the fabric. It comes with a 14 count. And I actually like the fabric. It's kind of a fiddler's cloth type. You can't see it. But anyway, I really like the fabric, so I might actually use that. So, got that, and then I'll hold off on those. And then I got this one on, I think I got this one off of Stash Unload too, Teresa Winsler's Castle Sampler. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but it was on sale. It was a good price. Then I got this for Mother's Day for my son. Told him I wanted this. This looks a lot like a cat we used to have. And this is it's a little dimensions kit with 18 count. So I'll probably just use the fabric that it comes with because it's a full coverage piece. And then these 2 kits I got at Joann's because I had a gift card. First one is Ice Fairy for Joan Elliott. And I'll probably change out I know I'll change out the fabric. So I don't know if I'll use the floss or not. And then I got this one, Mystical Wizard. My son wanted me to get this one for him. And it's on dark fabric. It's on the navy fabric. And I got this Janelin kit, which I just love. I'd had my eye on this for a while. And it was a not too bad a price on eBay, so I snatched it up. It's just so cute. I might do those next month for Christmas in July. That's kind of my plan. Okay, let me get the ones that fell. The sure sign that you bought too much when your stuff falls all over the floor, right? Okay, so then another Joan Elliott I bought. It's called Bella Roma. I love Rome. Our family's Italian, so when I saw this, I thought, oh, I have to have that. And I want to start this like now, but I have so many Joan Elliott's already started that I know I don't need to start this until I finish some others. But I really, really like that. And then I got this one off of Stash Unload, and I really like this a lot. It's not my normal style. It's a Kathy Barrett, but I found myself really being drawn more to some of these primitive pieces where before I really didn't like these at all, but I'm getting where I'm enjoying these. I've been buying more of these lately because I really do like this. I like it a lot. And then I finally, 1, 2, 3 Stitch, finally got the part 4 of the Sing a Sampler series. So I went ahead and bought, I had booked part 1, so I finally went ahead and got part 2 and part 3 and part 4. I'm not sure when I'll start those, but I really would like to start these soon because I really do like, Sound of Music is like one of my favorite movies. Sound of Music and Mary Poppins, my 2 favorites. So I really would like to start those sooner rather than later. Okay, so the last thing I have to show you, I was like really bad. Heaven and Earth Designs, of course, you know, did a Memorial Day sale, 35% off. Of course, you know, who can pass that up, right? So every day I bought 2, so bad. 6, I already have like 12 that I haven't even started yet, 3 that I have started, but anyway, I got them. I loved them. So I'll show you the ones I got. This is Mini Siren's Lament. I've had this on my wish list forever. Artwork by Ann Stokes. Absolutely love this. Another one I'd like to start it right now. I would love to start it. Then I got the Story Keep Story Door. I'd seen where somebody had done this and it turned out so nice. And this one, and this is not coming up right. My printer did not do right. The reds are really purples. This is Mini Andromeda, that's what it is. I really like that one. That's been on my wish list a long time too. And then this is a newer one, the Mini Amazing Animal Kingdom by Amy Stewart. I really like that. I'm so glad when she came up with the mini of that. And then, like my most favorite, I've already printed out the pages to start this. This Jasmine Beckett Griffith Mini Sea Beacon. I will probably be starting this very soon. I did get some fabric, some 25 count Wilchilt to do. I don't know if I like 25 count. I started one other project on 25 count and it really was small, but this is 225 by 277, so I don't know. I'd almost rather do it on 18 count, but I absolutely love this piece. So I will be starting it this month for sure. I'm just not sure which fabric I'm going to use. So that's about it. Not too long, 32 minutes. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. I've loved watching everybody else's projects and loved watching everybody's Stitch Mania. Like I said, it's added all kinds of things to my wish list because I love seeing everybody's new projects. So that was a lot of fun. Like I said, I started 6 new projects, I think, all together for Stitch Mania. So it wasn't too terribly overwhelming. Of course, now I have like 48 projects, active whips, which is a little nerve-wracking for me. But like I said, I'm hoping some of those smaller ones I'll get finished sometime soon. Definitely these couple months when I'm off, June and July. I'll have to go back in August just because I'm having to redo the room. So I'll have to go back a little sooner than usual, but I'll have June and July to do a lot of stitching. So looking forward to that. So if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. Thanks for everybody watching. I love watching videos. I know there's a lot of Flosstubers out there. I have a huge subscriber list. So thank you for watching mine, because I know there's many to choose from. And hopefully I'll be able to come back with a video the end of June. So hope you have a great week and see you later. Bye.